What is going on, you guys? Happy hump day. I'm sitting here getting ready to go to work in about 30 minutes or so, and I realize like my recent additions have gotten pretty fat. This is the box I put in things that I haven't shown on video or stuff that I want to show on video and haven't. And I'm like, don't have a whole lot of room here. So it's time to make a video. And there's not a lot, but there's some projects coming to an end and I'm super happy about. But I'm not going to turn it around. I don't really have the time today, but I do want to clear out this stack so I can keep the stuff coming in. I bought 2 of 2 of Terry Francona in a recent Facebook group. These were relatively cheap. I think he has a pretty storied career, and it wouldn't surprise me if he got in the Hall of Fame one day. I think he won, I almost said a Super Bowl. He won a World Series with the Red Sox and broke the curse, and I think he broke the curse with the Cubs too. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I think extremely undervalued and would not shock me at all. Matter of fact, it would shock me if he didn't get in one day. I've been working on this AEW PMG set, and they've really been coming in lately. I'm not going to go through these names in any detail just because I know the majority of you guys don't like this stuff. But I will blow through these, hoping to get a lot of these signed in July when that big AEW pay-per-view comes to town. So that's why I've been picking up those like crazy. A nice little autograph project came to an end. This is actually one of about 10 that I've done, and this was by far and away the most successful. I bought a pocket schedule of the 1979 San Diego Chargers, sent it off to Dan Fouts, he signed it, sent it off to Kellen Winslow, he signed it, and then I just got it back from Mr. Charlie Joyner. And look at this thing. So that team had, I think Fred Dean was on that team, who's a Hall of Famer, and Don Croyel, the coach, was on that team, and both of those guys have since passed. But 3 Hall of Famers, man, on this little pocket schedule. It looks gorgeous, so cool. The only thing I wish, and this might be the only time you ever hear me say this, is I wish Charlie Joyner wouldn't have added his Hall of Fame inscription, just because the other 2 guys didn't. And I'm kind of a weirdo like that with uniformity. Getting into some heaters here. Got back Steve Carlton from, well, it's not really his, he doesn't have a foundation, but like a local baseball card shop in Denver does his fan mail. They collect it, they take the money, and then I don't know how he signs them or when he signs them, but he signs them and then sends them back. So I'm super happy to get this. This card was one I just bought in Strongsville. I got back here on Sunday of Strongsville, and I sent it out Monday. And, here we are, 2-3 weeks later, and it's already back. So really cool. Bought these in a Facebook group. 2 Louis Tiants. Another guy, just a really, really solid player. He was an amazing TTMer before he passed. So just trying to pick up some of his stuff. Got in some Wade Boggs. Did I ever get in some Wade Boggs? So I got in 2 of 2 from one package or one envelope I sent him. And then, if you remember, about a month ago or so, I sent him like 5 or 6 cards. And I sent him $100, but he signed all of them. And so I thought, well, there's a couple left. There's like 4 or 5 left in his player error run. Instead of doing this 2 at a time or 1 at a time, let's just send it all to him again, send him another $100 and just be done with it. Could I have bought him cheaper? Absolutely could have got him cheaper, way cheaper. But I don't know. There's just sometimes these projects, I enjoy doing it myself and getting the mail, and then I can say, hey, I completed all this myself. For me, that means something. as far as being smart, probably not the smartest, because you definitely could have saved money by just buying the autographs. But here, they came in this little fella. But here is the rest of the Wade Boggs that I needed for his player error run. And then there's 2 extras at the back, which are right here. A little top sticker, and this is a box bottom that was cut out. So, the Wade Boggs player error project is finito. There is a couple all-star cards I would like to get, Topps all-star cards signed. So we will see, but I'm going to back way off of him. At least I say that now. I'm going to back way off of him for now. And then maybe try again here in a couple months. Got in 1 of 1 2 times from Bert Blyleven. He's 20 per. So, man, that dude played forever, man. His player error project is just massive. I bought these in a Facebook group, 2 of 2 of Billy Wagner. These are $15 a piece. Whew, excuse me. Well, let's see. I mean, I've been just a ton of purchases lately. This Mazeroski and Jim Rice were both Facebook purchases. And same with this Jim Cott, another Facebook purchase. 2 of 2 from Ryan Sandberg. I did need the 92, and I don't have my list up right now. I'm down to 1. I think it's the 93. It's either the 91 or the 93. And I think I need 1 more All-Star card, and then I'll have all of his All-Star cards and all of his flagship cards, and that'll be done. Which, after the Nolan Ryan, the Ryan Sandberg was the player era that I kind of wanted to finish the second most. This was forwarded from my old address. This was out for a hot minute. This is a Ken Anderson red checkerboard. Love the shine on this thing. I'm sorry about the glare. But absolutely stunner signature on this. I'm not going to pronounce this guy's last name because I've done it twice with Canadian Mike and he busts my chops every time because I can't pronounce it. But I got Big Bernie. Got Big Bernie in. Signed in 2 of 2. He had the Hall of Fame inscription on his rookie card right here. And then, what is this? This is a 87 OPG or 86? 86 OPG right here. So, man, these hockey dudes, man, they really sign a lot, quite a bit. As far as like living Hall of Famers, I don't think there's another sport that is even close to the amount of living hockey Hall of Famers that sign. I think football would be the closest, but man, there's just so many hockey Hall of Famers that sign autographs, sign their fan mail. Then I got in some Nolan Ryan cards from the Foundation, which I was super excited to get in. This is I'll take this out. This is the 1980 Topps. Come on. That pictures him with the Angels. And look at that. He signed it in a silver marker. And it looks 10 times better in person than it does on camera. This particular card is pretty dark, and so it's kind of tough to see if he signs in blue Sharpie. So I've sent this card off before, and he signed it in silver Sharpie then, without me asking, which I didn't even know that was an option through the Nolan Ryan Foundation. I thought all they signed their stuff in was ballpoint pen if it was a baseball, or blue Sharpie. And so when I seen it on the last one, I was like, man, let me try that one more time. So, absolutely stunning. Got in a 1972 Nolan Ryan. See, cards like these last two are cards that I'm kick myself for not turning the camera around because this doesn't give the card any justice. Beauty, 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 man. These ones were out since early February. And then the last one I got in is Nolan Ryan, but it's not a vintage card. It is his 2024 Color Blast. When this card came out, when they first came out, I mean, the first couple went really high. I'd say 450, 500. And then after about 10 of them sold or so, they dropped down to about 250. And that's when I was able to get this one, was 250. And man, now they're way back up again. They're like 500 plus. And the one I kind of kicked myself in the pants about not getting is the Ken Griffey Jr. He's in that same set for that year. And when his came out, they were selling on auction for like 400, 450, 500. And now, man, I think if you can get it for 600, 650, like, you got a really good deal, because they're just not selling that cheap anymore. 3 more, and then we will call it. Got in a cool 2018 Topps Heritage Aaron Judge and a PSA 10. And then the last card I needed for the Aaron Judge Player Era PSA 10 refractor run, as far as Topps goes, so far as Topps Chrome goes, not update or Series 2, just flagship Series 1. And that is him fielding. When I bought this Joker, at the time, it was the highest that had sold, man, like since last season. I got this on an auction. And now they're about $200 on what I bought this at. And I'm not kicking myself in the pants anymore. Pretty happy with it. This next one, man, I'm already at 12 minutes, is a story. So when I was still living in Houston and we knew we were going to move, I started just flash selling a ton of stuff on eBay, just putting all kinds of stuff on eBay. And there was even stuff at the time I regretted doing, and I was seeing the prices I was getting for things, and I was just so unhappy. But I thought I needed the money for this move. And so one of the cards that I got myself at a wrestling convention, I got it signed at a wrestling convention in North Carolina from a wrestler named Ray Phoenix, was a green PMG. And I put it on auction, and dude, guy got something like $70 for it, which is horrendous. I mean, bad. And so the other night I was sitting here and I found it, man. I found the same card, my card, the guy, and it was in Korea. And he wanted $250 on it. And so I wrote him and told him the story. And I even have the picture of Ray Phoenix signing the card at an angle. The photo's at an angle where you can see Ray Phoenix's head, his hand, and the card and the marker. And he's already about 3/4 of the way through the signature. So you can like match up the signature to the card to where it's a no doubt about her. And I was like, hey man, I got this card signed. I sold it, total mistake. Would you be willing to take, $100? I'm like, I know you would make money. And he didn't take it. Matter of fact, he didn't even write me back. And then about 5 days later or so, I got an offer for $200, and FOMO kicked in and I bought it. So I bought back the same card that I had. It's ridiculous. I lost so much money on this card, but I am so happy to have it back in my collection. And that is this 2022 Metal Universe AEW Ray Phoenix green PMG. This is numbered to 10. Well, I mean, it's numbered to 100, but the first 10 in the 100 are green. So the greens are numbered to 10, really. This card makes me laugh when I get it, because it just reminds me of how awesome our cards are. And then we sell them, and then FOMO kicks in of, damn it, why did I sell that card? And there's probably another 20, 30 cards out there in the universe that I did this to in October and November of 2024, selling all my stuff off that I just totally regret. And if given the opportunity and I found them, I would buy them back, and I would take a massive, massive L. So lesson learned. Hopefully you guys can learn from my stupidity. Do not sell something that you may not be able to recreate. For this, it's not just the card for me. If it was just the card and the autograph, like, whatever, dude. You could buy another PMG and get it signed, I'm sure, in the future. For me, it was about the memory of me going to North Carolina to WrestleCade. It was a day after Thanksgiving. I took a red eye. There's just a whole story behind it. That's kind of why I wanted to get this card back, is the memory that revolves around this card. So that is that. Till next time, adios, be safe, bye-bye, doodles.